What's going on, guys? You already know what it is. It's your boy Drex LTG. Welcome back to another episode of Energy Excels. Today we got a really significant video for you, especially if you're just starting off on your journey. The topic of today is actually where to start in your journey. A lot of times people know they want to make a change. They haven't been living the healthiest lifestyle. They haven't been active, and they're starting to see the results of it. So they know they want to make a change. They're just not quite sure how to do that. So today we're going to go over that because I know it can be scary and intimidating when you get into this lifestyle and you don't necessarily know what you're doing. So don't go anywhere. Like I said, we got a good one for you today. Stay tuned because we're starting right now. So I've categorized 4 specific areas that I think are very important as it pertains to where to start. Now, obviously, depending on the individual, your starting point may be completely different from another person's, so the answer is not going to be identical for everybody when the question is asked where to start. If someone's 300 pounds versus someone who's 98 pounds, obviously you guys are going to have 2 very different goals, and your means of obtaining your goals are going to be achieved by different means. So you need to take that into consideration. But the 4 main categories that I broke it down to, obviously, is why exercise. Why is health important? Without knowing that, you're pretty much just beating a dead horse, you know what I mean? Because you'll try it, you'll do it for a little bit, but then you'll fall off the wagon and repeat your old habits right away. The second thing is, once you know why and what you want to do, you need to execute a plan. They say a failure to plan is a plan to fail, and that's really true, especially when it comes to health and fitness. The third category I broke it down to is you want to make sure that you're not aiming too big. You want to set realistic goals, short-term goals, and a couple long-term goals. And finally, we're going to go over not being afraid to fail. I don't want you guys to think that this is something where it's going to be flawless. You're never going to have any mishaps. Every day is going to be peachy and A-OK, because it is exactly the opposite. You're going to have mishaps, and you shouldn't let those discourage you from continuing your journey. But let's keep it moving. Alright, so moving right into step 1, like I told you guys, it's really important to understand the significance and the importance of exercise and health. Now, I guess it goes without saying that one of the most, if not the important things in life is going to be your health, because if you're not healthy, you're not going to live a long life, not one that you can enjoy anyway. So just to start, why exercise? Exercise boosts your weight loss, and it helps maintain a healthy body weight. It strengthens your heart. It boosts your immune system. It helps prevent the onset of brain disease, right? You know, so things like dementia and stuff like that when you get a little bit older. It strengthens your bones. It strengthens your joint, which is especially beneficial to older adults. Protects the cells in the brains and nerves from injury and erosion. It enhances nerve growth of several nerve cells, which improves brain functions. Helps prevent depression. That's a big one, man. A lot of people suffer from depression, anxiety, and things like that. So your health plays a pivotal role in those. And it builds a strong immune response by increasing the antibodies and immune cell responses. So as you can see, understanding the science and the beneficial aspects to being healthy is really important. For me anyway, in my journey, once I was able to associate these things and apply them to my life, it made resisting temptation of foods that I knew I shouldn't eat a lot easier, because I didn't look at it as, oh, I want this so bad. I looked at it as, oh, this shit is poison and it's detrimental to my well-being. So I'm not saying it's going to do that for you, but if you can get that embedded in your head, it will make it a little bit easier. So let's keep it moving. So the next step in the process would be to have a plan and to be able to execute it. Now, as far as having a plan, one of the first things you're going to have to decide, and this won't be too difficult because you'll know right away what you want to do. Are you looking to lose weight? Are you looking to gain weight? Are you looking to build strength, endurance, stamina, whatever your goal is? You're going to want to design your plan around that. So prime example, if you're looking to lose weight, the first thing I would do is find out what your caloric intake for the day should be, your daily caloric intake. And it's quite simple to find all that information. You can literally just Google how many calories should I have in a day. You'll find one of thousands of charts where essentially it'll ask you a little bit of information, your age, your gender, and your weight. How many calories you need to have in a day will pop up from there. It'll let you know how many you should have if you're looking to lose, how many you should have if you're looking to maintain as well. So that, I would say, would be step one if you're looking to lose weight. Even if you're looking to gain weight, you still want to know what your caloric intake should be, so that you can make sure you're eating enough calories. On the flip side of that, if you're looking to lose weight, you want to make sure you're not going over. If you're looking to gain, you want to make sure you're eating enough. So the next step would be making changes to your diet, whichever way you need to. I wouldn't necessarily pick a specific diet. You can. Some people have good results. I know people who love the keto diet. There's the paleo diet. There's a whole bunch of diets out there. The only issue with diets is when you restrict yourself from things, a lot of times people tend to fail. They're not really sustainable, especially if you're new to dieting and you're new to health and fitness, and you go from eating whatever you want to really restricting yourself. It could be a recipe for disaster, man, pun intended, because I've seen firsthand a lot of people go through that. They try numerous diets and it's just nothing worked. They're in the gym for a year and they still look the same after a year. So you don't want to set yourself up for that, man. It's not a good look. What I would say, as opposed to sticking to like a strict diet, which again you can if that's your choice, but my recommendation would be to just eliminate or add foods accordingly. For instance, if you're on that plus end where you want to lose weight, obviously you're going to want to eliminate. You're going to want to eliminate junk food, sodas, all the sugars and stuff like that you aren't getting from like natural things, fruits. So if you can just eliminate those three things initially, that you're going to see a change pretty much immediately, depending on where you are in the obesity scale. On the flip side of that, if you're looking to gain, well, even if you're looking to lose, you still want to have protein. But if you're looking to gain, you definitely want to make sure you're getting an adequate amount of protein throughout your meals. So maybe replace whatever you're eating with chicken, clean protein, chicken, fish, things like that, so that you can make sure that you're sourcing your body. You're gonna do the work in the gym, but you got to do the work at the table too. So, like I said, as opposed to like constricting yourself to a diet, I would start by adding and subtracting things from your current diet, and then working from there to create a better plan. One more note, guys, as far as the dieting and everything, regardless of what you choose, if you choose a paleo or keto or this or that or a liquid diet, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, the most important thing is going to be the caloric intake. If you're eating more calories than you're supposed to have in a day, you're going to gain weight. If you're not eating enough, you're not going to build muscle. So make sure you do your due diligence and research. Don't just take someone's advice because they told you to, do this diet, don't do that diet. If something interests you or you think you may be leaning towards something, do your proper research into it first, and then make an educated decision based on that. If anything in life, you don't want to just jump blindly into something because someone told you to. So I'm giving you my opinions and my advice, but at the end of the day, it's up to you guys to make sure that it's what's best for you. Consult with your physicians and also make the best decision that's going to be best for you, because we are all individuals at the end of the day. Exercise is another thing that you're going to have to put into your plan. But again, if you're new to this, if you're not used to exercising, if you've never been a part of an exercise program, you've never done any type of training, then it can be intimidating. A lot of people don't want to go to the gym because they're afraid they're going to look stupid, or they're not strong enough to be in the free weight area or whatever. You hear it all, man. People's minds are horrible because your mind can trick you into believing the craziest stuff, and it does nothing but limit you from reaching your potential. But it's fine, because exercise is one of those things that's universal. It doesn't have to be done in a gym. If you're not at that level where you want to be in a gym working out, there are things you can do at home. Very, very, very helpful and useful things. If you're on that high end, again, where you're looking to lose, cardio is going to be your best friend. High intensity interval training is going to be what's best. So maybe things like 30 seconds of jumping jacks, then maybe you do 30 seconds of just knee raises. You know what I mean? Things like that to keep your heart elevated, because as long as your heart rate's elevated, you're burning fat, and that's what your goal is. You can do that. You can do push-ups. You can do squats. There are a number of different exercises that you can do from home that'll help prep you for more advanced training. And you can check out my videos. I've got other videos where I demonstrate some of these movements and even help walk you through them so that you're able to do them easily. If you're on the flip side of that and you don't have an issue with going to the gym, then the gym is a good place too, because the gym has useful machines. The gym has staff that can answer questions that you may have. So if you're not afraid to utilize that tool, definitely use it to your advantage, because the gym is a good place for a bunch of things. Obviously the equipment, but moral support. Personally, I found a lot of moral support in the gym. Now I work in the gym, but even outside of that, just being a member in the gym, I've seen the rapport and the connections that can be built. And with anything in life, if you got someone helping push you through, you're going to be that much more successful. It helps for accountability. So I would definitely say you want to incorporate something like that into your plan.